the tomato dish. Like that was a mind blower for me. I wasn't expecting half of what that came out as. Like with all that tomato juice there, the bread, that was a fucking tasty bite.
It was a very, cleverly created, I guess, menu. And I guess we probably had a couple seasonal things on there, but when I was looking at the menu online, it looks like it changed.
Yeah.
It wasn't the same as that we had saw this weekend. So it may change regularly, but it seems like they have a couple of the hits that stay around. But holy cow, it was one. And the cocktails are great. The place is a buzz too. Mixed demo of old, young, no kids. It's not, I wouldn't say if it was family friendly. We were there kind of later in the evening for supper time. But I
Yeah.
mean, it was popping off. Like there was
And
loud music going. It's a scene.
and it was a good price point. Like I left pretty damn stuffed.
Yeah, it was very friendly. I think
Depending on how you go about it. Like, I think our approach, like maybe if we wouldn't have done the smaller dishes and paired some of their mains, but we went a bunch of smaller dishes and then a couple of pastas. But the pastas, the rabbit I saw was not on there when I went back to look at the menu. It wasn't on there anymore this week. So they obviously changed that. But that was fucking delicious.
yeah, and we had some friends that went the following day and said that the spaghetti with like the corn and was
Ooh, yeah.
epic as well. But what they did was it wasn't even breadcrumbs. They left us like fucking milk and cookies Santa Claus style. They were like, if you like this, you're gonna want to really come back. We got more aces up our sleeve. So while we did more of the shareables family style for birthday dinner, this place is great for like date nights if you want to go like grab a large plate, grab a salad, a bottle of wine. You can mitigate that without breaking the bank, but having a lot of fun and eating really fucking well. So it's got the full range. It's a very approachable, I guess, dining experience. And the staff was very nice.
Yeah, it's great. Like, and it reminded me of the kitchen back in the day, but it's just good, clean, farm driven food. They do a lot with Cure Farms. I thought it was exceptional. Like, I'll definitely go back.
Well, speaking of a restaurant that I will go back to, and it's one that we often think of as like a party scene, which is Ophelia's. Dude, okay, so they're on Uber Eats now. Chris already knows this, so I'm telling this to our listeners. They're on Uber Eats now. It's a restaurant local to Denver, but they're also like a haven for badass funk jam bands. So if you're coming to town or if you're looking for a fun time while you're living here in Denver, they're back ripping and roaring. They have a full kitchen, but they also have fucking kick-ass music and parties going pretty much Thursday to Sunday every week, and then brunch on the weekends. But Chris and I were working here at the crib this weekend, so we ordered Uber Eats and realized that you can get that shit anywhere. It's no longer like the radius that says where you can get food. And so
Yeah.
I've done it with Grabowski's, and now I did it with Ophelia's. Man, talk about a regular. That chicken and gravy, holy crap. I'll fuck with that all day. That shit was delicious.
That spread was great. And their wings were surprisingly really good.
They're called feed, and apparently they call them the double dipped pastrami wings. Chris, those were fucking divine. That's a great call. We need to put the Denver Wing Associate onto that one because that is great.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Jesus.
that.
Yeah, so that's a place I'll be revisiting as well. And I mean, just for pub grub and sports on the weekends on a Sunday, they got big ass fucking screens everywhere. You can get brunch, or if you want to hit them up for dinner, I think they got dinner too. So you can't go wrong over there in Ophelia's. That's two great spots we ate this weekend. Booyah. Last thing of best thing I ate this week, Chris, that I have to tell people about. It's Pancho's Berea, excuse me. It's a little food truck off Alameda. I think all these things have been posted on social media, but for those that listen, the tortillas, I can't tell you enough. It's the tortillas and the bread of the torta. They're both so inviting. Like there's this integrity where they don't lose their flap, on either side when you dunk them in the consomme. They have a great little, you grilled them texture to it, and it holds all of the ingredients beautifully. It was just a knockout experience. The meat's juicy. I mean, obviously, we love Kike's. They're, the alpha in everyone's minds in the community. But Beria, that's taken over the community across the country. If you find yourself in Denver, I feel that the Denver hot scene for authentic Mexican cuisine is along that South Federal Corridor. And so we're trying to find more of these authentic eats that are like $2 instead of like $5,
Right.
and showcase a couple different restaurants like Chris is doing over at the Westward. And so Panchos, Alameda, and Lamar. You can find them online. Panchos y Beria. Sorry, fucking redneck. But Chris, speaking of Westward, tell us about what you got on the docket this week and what you're excited about going into the weekend.
Yeah, this week ought to be a fun story. I met it's actually a couple now that they had been chefs up in Estes Park area, and they had always been like, I guess, that kitchen romance that happens. But then they started talking about their dreams to like open trucks, and then the pandemic hit, and so that kind of provided a little opportunity for them to take some time and think about this truck. And it's I think they've been in operation for 4 months, and their food's banging. So I won't say what it is yet. You'll hear about it on Food Truck Fridays, but it's a cool truck and it's all over the city. So give it a shot. Hear about it.
Check out our social media at Stoned Appetit, as well as you can see Chris's articles every Friday in the Denver Westward magazine. We love what you're doing out there, Chris. Just make sure you use the proper apostrophes when talking about certain food trucks in Denver. But there's a lot of other fun shit going on. Obviously, as Oktoberfest ends, I think Recess did a party this weekend. Billy Strings did the Rager up in Steamboat. There's a lot of shit going down. So in addition to Food Truck Friday, we have a full gamut going on, a full schedule this weekend, whether it be grilling and chilling, gambling on football, concerts, Red Rocks, Ball Arena, everyone's piping, or you may be going to the Broncos game for they can beat the Raiders and stay atop the AFC West. I dropped a new video as you're listening to this. It drops tomorrow. Sorry, I said that wrong. Thursday on Mile High Life's YouTube page. Kip went down to Vegas and ate off-strip eats. Tried to just go find some cool eateries that, maybe you're staying at a casino going to the game, but you wanted to eat something that wasn't from the food trough. Maybe you don't want to wait in line 45 minutes for Egg Slut. We found some other fun breakfasts that are 8-minute Ubers. We found dumplings that are better than what you're getting from the kiosks in the city. Chinatown's immaculate. So go check that out. That drops Thursday on Mile High Life's YouTube page. Woo! All right, Chris. Thanks. I thought that was a pretty solid one. We have a pretty kick-ass weekend, though, and it starts Thursday night with Vino Chromatic. Mo hooked it up with some tickets to the wine party.
Ooh, so y'all are going?
Yeah, we're going Thursday. So it's at the Banshee House Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Thursday and Friday. Through Saturday. October 1st. Got my days confused. $50 tickets. You can buy them on their website. It's a solid little weekend sesh. You get to try a couple wines, see some folks that you may know around from our community and from our wine scene. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be pretty cool.
Where's the Banshee House?
It's on Larimer Street.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Chris, I'm going to go through some other cool ass shit that's going on. It's obviously still Hispanic Heritage Month, which goes from September 15th to October 15th. Last week was Hispanic Restaurant Association Week, according to Governor Polis. And so, we like to always highlight cool stuff that's going on in the community. And all month long, there's a lot of stuff going on from the HRA National as well as the other Hispanic communities and outreach groups and things of that nature. And this weekend, I need to put something on your radar. There's a celebration at Stanley Marketplace, and it's going to be a fucking vibe. I was telling you all about Full Moon Party last weekend. That was kicking ass down at Improper City. This weekend, I'm calling it now. The Hispanic Heritage Celebration at Stanley is going to be the place that you're going to want to be. So if you want to grab tickets, you can definitely go probably through the Stanley Marketplace and grab them. But it's on Sunday, again, just like last week's, from 5 to 9. And it's going to be just cool, celebration of how they've, the successes in the community and highlighting members of the community. There's vendors and artists on the set, workshops. There's a little soccer sesh. There's a bunch of different shit. So I think it's gonna be a cool thing. That's what I'm trying to recommend.
Nice.
Family friendly as well. Yeah. So I thought that was a good call. If you're looking for fun things to do, there's obviously also great music going on. If you're a dramatic fan, if you like the dubstep house track kind of music, he's here all weekend, as well as there's where was it? I forgot about this. There was something, I lost it. I thought it was at Ball, but maybe I'm mistaken. But yeah, there's a bunch of different music going on throughout the weekend. If you're looking for something fun to do, that's always a vibe. But Chris, you ready for it?
Give it to me.
We have our burger party going down Monday. We're doing a party with Batch Extracts, our newest sponsor. They're doing some really cool shit in the community, letting folks know who they are and what they're about. So we're doing a little cook-off with Snipe Burgers and King of Wings. Obviously, same operation, but they do kick-ass food. So on Monday, that's a sold-out event, but our next event goes on sale as you're listening to this. So if you're not able to make it to our Monday night football party, we have our next one, which is the Big Lebowski party, Chris.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. I love our movie nights.
Dude, movie nights are great. We have some, obviously goodie bags for everybody. The Postino on Broadway is taking care of snacks for everyone. We'll have appetizers as well as wine for our guests to enjoy. And then we'll all walk across the street. We've rented out the Mayan Theater, and we're going to watch The Big Lebowski and have a couple cocktails. See if we can get them to overload on cream and Kahlua for us.
I mean, who doesn't love a White Russian?
I was surprised the Big Lebowski beat out Dazed and Confused. I was kind of surprised. So we have to do two of them now because it wasn't far in difference between Big Lebowski and Dazed and Confused. It was like a 5 percentage point spread, but the Goonies got third place, dramatically worse. So we'll at least have to do Dazed and Confused because we had a lot of folks that said they wanted to do that. But if you're not making it to the Burger Bash, then we'd love it to have you at the movie party. And if that doesn't work out, if you're looking for a little bit more of a dinner party with a little bit of a different vibe, we have our next dinner party. It's going to be a Halloween themed, and that's going down October 26th, Chris.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Parties are the best.
Yep. And in November, we'll get back to having guests on the pod. But for the month of October, we just wanted to have a little fun with ourselves. Just catch up, let our listeners kind of get to know us as best as we can, as well as make sure that we're highlighting what's going on in the community. So, keep looking out. We'll be trying to do some fun stuff. We have a lot of cool mishmash home and homes that we have coming down the pike. So we have a really good setup coming in the coming months.
Yeah, only lots of things to come. So stay tuned.
Hell yeah. Well, Chris, I hope you have a great day. I hope our listeners do as well. We try to put some stuff on the radar for you this weekend. If you're looking for anything else fun, if you're looking for food to eat, just shoot us a DM. We'll gladly put you on it. And we hope to see you at one of the parties coming in the coming weeks. Until next week, we'll say stay high, stay hungry.
Look at rocks.
Yeah. Dig deeper would have been cooler, but whatever.
Same.
All right. Talk to you later, Chris. Have a good one.
All right, dude.